Hey guys, Brad coming at you here. It's been a while. Had a day off. Figured, you know what? My ass needs to make a video. It's been too long. So sorry. But here we go. So we've had a lot of things happen. We had the Super Bowl, who I'm kind of disappointed in a lot of people I know that are football fans calling it boring. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Now, the team I wanted to win didn't win. But I enjoyed the fact, number one, the refs let them play. Number two, which they usually do in most Super Bowls. And it was just like good schemes, pretty good, good game plans. I freaking enjoyed it. All right, maybe I'm just because I'm a nerd. You know, neither quarterback played all that well, but it was a lot of it because of the defense. The Rams, it really just came down to two plays for them. Even how sluggish they played, they still had a shot. The first one to Cooks in the end zone where Goff threw it late, and then McCourty with a great hustle play, but he should have never been in the play in the first place. This was right after Chung went out of the game, too, which that was the only time I noticed he was missing. They just had a miscommunication in the back, and Goff is kind of a little too much loft on it. Saw him late. McCourty comes over, makes a great play, puts it over, and then Cooks drops the one in the fourth quarter. So, I mean, just those two plays, I think we'd be talking differently about the Super Bowl. I think we would have appreciated the good defense and it would just been like, that was a really good game. But those two plays, I think, made people think like, it just kind of gave it a different feel. But I enjoyed it, to be honest with you. Now, again, the team I wanted to win didn't win. But call me a nerd, I enjoyed it. And there was like little things, like little adjustments. Patriots made more than the Rams did, quite frankly. The Patriots drive they scored on, a nerd term, they went to 22 personnel, which is 2 tight ends, 2 backs, 1 wide receiver. 3 or 4 straight plays, bam, scored the touchdown. The Rams, you could tell they were confused because Littleton kept running back and forth like, who am I supposed to cover? What am I supposed to be doing? And that was really the difference in the game. It was a 1 touchdown drive. But overall, it was different. But I'll take a Super Bowl like that over 1,000 yards and 70 points any day. Those, while they can be quote unquote entertaining, for me, I just go sit there and shake my head like, we can't make adjustments to stop somebody. Like even last year's Super Bowl, yeah, it was fun. It was exciting, but part of me the whole time was just going, I mean, can we stop somebody? So like this one, it was Goff in particular. Could you just play a little better? It would have made it a little better, of course. I mean, he was not on his game, but again, a lot of that had to do with the defense. You already knew what the deal is with Goff. Get in his face early, he will wilt, and that's what happened. Basically, it was like I was watching the Bears game over again, the Bears-Rams game over again. Dolphins, they've got the new head coach. It is the Pats defensive coordinator, Brian Flores. Sadly, the only black coach hired this time around. I think 3 got fired, only 1 got hired, I believe, or 4, whatever it was. But so now there's only, I think, 4 minorities in head coaching jobs. Do you make a lot into it? Is it just happen to be that way? Because, again, there was 8 last year, which is a good number. I mean, that's a pretty good number. And now there's like 4. So, I'll be honest with you, in this day and age, I don't think owners really give a crap what race you are, but a lot of them are old, and you got to think of it this way. And it's not that they're racist. It's just who they're comfortable with. Now, that's what the Rooney Rule, is designed to do, is get these people in the door so you can become comfortable with them, hear them out, and at least give them the opportunity. So, I mean, it was a good rule. But again, just like me and you, most likely if we're hiring someone to this type of job and paying them good money, you're going to go with what you know and what you were comfortable with. So I think that's why you always see, you know, more white coaches. I mean, I don't think it's like that they're racist. It's just comfortability, if I can say it. So it's always a slippery thing. Hopefully, because there's obviously some qualified ones out there. Um, Hopefully next time they get the shot. But I don't think the only one that was kind of got the raw deal was the Cardinals coach because he only got a year with a team you already knew was bad. The rest of them, I don't think really deserved to keep their jobs anyway. So it wasn't like a, you know, unjustly fired. So, but yeah, that's kind of sad. And the Dolphins also have the only black GM, which that's kind of a problem with Ozzie Newsome stepping down from the Ravens. Greer is the only Dolphins have the only black GM. So we have a black GM and head coach combination, the only one in the league, obviously. So I was reading an article how this could be a big deal moving forward. If they succeed, this could be something again. It's a copycat league. Looks like you're seeing anybody who had a cup of coffee with McVay is getting jobs. We'll see. So if they suck, well, I don't think his numbers are going to change very much, maybe. I don't know. You never know with it. Who knows? But that's a conversation for a different day. I don't have a strong opinion on the hire either way. I'm not going to pretend. This guy was out of the limelight all 15 years of his career. It's all been with the Patriots. He came in as a scout, which I like, because his goal in life, from what I understood, was he wanted to be a general manager when he got into the league. And then he ended up being like a linebackers coach and that kind of thing for the Patriots after a few years being a scout. And then now he worked his way up as defensive coordinator. And the thing is, you just never know. What Belichick has can't be taught. That's been proven. He's a natural, he was born with it. He grew up with it. Dad was a coach. He had a natural knack for it. It can't be taught to others. He can teach the basic stuff, but what he has can't be taught. So I'm not going to be like, and because we've seen plenty of Patriots assistants not do so well. So just like people looking for the McVay thing, can what McVay have be taught? That's the question. Yeah, so hopefully I like the fact he's a scout. Maybe that could help with the draft with him and the GM working together. There's no more Mike Tannenbaum because there was too many cooks in the kitchen the last couple years. We let Gase make decisions, Tannenbaum make decisions, Greer make decisions. We had three guys basically making decisions, and there was way too many cooks in the kitchen. So a few people have asked me, we're going to be bad this year. They're going to have to fix the cap problem. So I think they're just going to tank this year. That's what I think. Now, maybe they won't. We've been in the kind of quick fix, quick tweaks the last 4 or 5 years, and ultimately hasn't really worked out, obviously. So I think we're going to do the rebuild the right way. And to do that, like we're still paying Ndamukong Suh against our cap. That's another thing people don't understand. Just because your team releases a player and doesn't owe him money doesn't mean it doesn't hurt your cap. Some people get confused by that because you think, like, for instance, the Dolphins can release Ryan Tannehill and we won't pay him another dollar. But he's still a $13 million cap hit if we release him this year or whatever it is. So it isn't like you release him and you're done with him. Same thing with Antonio Brown in Pittsburgh. They can release him, and why they don't owe him any money, he still counts against their cap. So just like Ndamukong Suh, we released him with 2 years left on his deal. This year we paid some money against the cap, and next year we'll pay the rest of it. We split it over 2 years. So we're going to have dead money in the cap, and I think they're just going to want to get all that out of the way this year. Jawan James is a free agent at right tackle. only one of our two good offensive linemen, basically, Tunzel and James. They're going to let him walk, I'm pretty sure. Because tackles are hard to find, and he's going to get overpaid. And he's very solid, but they're not going to match it being in a rebuild. So the only two players they really have to sign, basically at the end of this year, or you could do it now, is Tunzel and Xavier Howard. Everyone else is expendable. So that's why I'll be curious to see what they do the next couple years. To me, those are the only two guys that aren't expendable, in my opinion. Now, I don't know if they feel the same way, but everyone else wouldn't surprise me if they're not there in 2 years. So I think it's going to get ugly next year. I think we're going to win 5 or less games. So we're not going to be stuck in the mediocrity. We're going to be below it, I'm pretty sure. Now, you never know. Football's weird. This coach, finds some magic, and you never know. But realistically, I think we're going to be bad this year. And 2021 is what they're going to look for to make the playoffs. So basically a 3-year plan. So, yeah, got some group break stuff. Had the Broncos in a couple breaks. Hit a nice Bradley Chubb draft day booklet that is already all packed up and kind of ready to ship, so I'm not going to show that to you. Most of you saw it on Facebook. But I also hit a Deshaun Hamilton to 149. If you notice, these cards, what do they remind you of? Immaculate, right? All the old Immaculate stuff, which, I love Immaculate, so I was all right with it. But, yeah, it's basically exact design of Immaculate. But on-card autos, patch autos, and then this is the 25 of Royce Freeman. Whose value got hurt because of one Philip Lindsay coming onto the scene. But, yeah, those were a couple nice Bronco hits. And then the biggest one, I got a Redemption Unlimited Signatures number to 10, John Elway. So that's an on-card. Unlimited and Ring of Honor are the on-card autos in these sets. So, just in case you're buying a Redemption, that's how you'll know. The Ring of Honor looked badass. Marino popped up number to 3. Ooh. I'll admit it kind of got me going a little bit, so we'll see what goes with that. But then I got in the break with old Keith at Oslander's Breaks. I also bought the Steelers some, but I don't have this right here. But I bought the Bills one break, and then I was like, you know what? I'll try the Jets the next. And I hit with both of them. And they're both numbered to 10. This one is 8 of 10. This is the true RPA. Nice chunk of Josh Allen. These designs are okay, nice, but I prefer the next one. Just like the Freeman and Deshaun Hamilton, this is the variation. So, again, if you're buying a Redemption and you wonder, well, what's the variation look like? This is the variation, the horizontal. And this, if it just says rookie patch autograph, is this. So, this is the quote-unquote true RPA, but these are my favorite. And this is also the 10 of one Sam Darnold. Is that 8 of 10 too? Yeah, look at that. They're both 8 of 10. So that was back-to-back cases. Got lucky with that. Because you hit 2 big boys a case. So you hit 2 of the big 6 in a case. So I got lucky and got that. So that went well. Got some group break mojo back. I haven't been breaking as much over the last year as I used to. Last 6 months or so. Other things going on. But I like that product. Sale value is just mediocre on it. It's not one of those, I need a limited RPA, But it's a nice product. It's a decent, nice mid-range product, Panini 1 comes out Friday. There's some cool-looking stuff in that. But looking at the checklist, there's a few things that concern me because it's one auto a box. And I think it's around the 150 mark for one auto, which is expensive for one card. Nowadays, $150 for a box isn't that expensive, but when you take into account it's just one card, it's expensive. And there's a few questionable. If you hit that in a box, you're going to be pissed. Type players. So we'll see how it breaks. I was just looking at the checklist, looking for because group break wise, it's always tough on those one hit a box products. But so I'll do some more work on that, see if find some value in that. Yeah, that's all I got. I saw they did another round of the YouTube Hall of Fame. Some people don't like the guy running it. I think he's in it for the wrong reason. I don't know the guy personally. Seems like a decent fellow. And as I always said, and I kind of wrote this on a Facebook post they had about it, is if people are enjoying it, man, I'm all for it. Because the key is you want the hobby to keep growing. I still watch videos on here a lot. I don't watch as many as I used to and comment as much as I used to, but I saw a lot of videos for it. I watch, Yeah, of course, just like anything, the old guys are going to be forgotten about unless you're one of the old guys participating in it. So even if you don't like the guy running it, if you want to join the contest, some of the older people should probably do it so some of the older people get the respect they are due. Because, yeah, when I watch some of them, I'm like, the only complaint I had against it, and again, it's just a fun contest to me, was it should have been at least 5 years of experience to qualify, and it was only one, I think. But yeah, I don't see a problem with it. I know some people just don't, have their different opinions on it. But I say if you're enjoying it, you keep doing it. All right? That's my philosophy on it. So I'm not going to really make one because I didn't make one last year either. I have nothing, like I said, I have nothing against it. I probably should make one, but give some respect to some of the true Hall of Famer old timers. Not that some of these new guys aren't great. It's just you're not really a Hall of Famer yet because you've only been around a year and a half, But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this 17. Holy crap, 17 minutes went by that fast? All right. Dave Archer, what's up, brother? That's all I got. Bye-bye.